Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Logan. If this is your first time here, I love all things crochet. I especially love to crochet plushies. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about all of the items that I market prepped for this week. I do have a market coming up on June 21st, so we have a little less than 3 weeks until the market. I will say I didn't crochet as much as I wanted to this week, which is totally fine. I was a little bit busy, but I still wanted to show you the items that I have made. In one of my recent videos, I talked about no longer making leggy frogs, and someone actually commented and said that they make a pattern called Fred the Frog, and it sounded really familiar to me, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I have that pattern. I had that pattern and I just had not made it yet. So I figured, you know what, why not try it out? And because they said that they used it and it sold really well, so I was like, why not try it out? So I ended up making 4 of them, and I'm just gonna stick with just the 4. And this is like a leggy frog, but chunkier. So this is what Fred the Frog looks like. I love this so much. I definitely love it more than the leggy frogs. I think it'll be a little bit more worth my money just because it is bigger, so I can charge a little bit more for it than I would the normal leggy frogs. I just love how he can sit, and I just love how chunky he is. I made this one with Chenille Home Slim, and there is an option for it to have a little butt. So I gave one a butt and then the other one does not have one. So this is with the same yarn, and I made 4. So these 2 are with the same yarn. One has a butt, one does not. And then I made this one with Premier Basic Chenille in the kiwi color, I think it is. And I realized after I made this kind of looks like Mike Wazowski with this color. So I probably won't make it in this color again. We'll see how it sells though. If this is the first one to sell, then maybe I will keep making it. And then this is also in Premier Basic Chenille as well. And then this one does have a butt, so this one does not, and this one does. So I made 2 with and 2 without, just to see which one sells better. But I love these so much more than the leggy frogs, so I made 4 of these. The next items I made were some sitting bees. This is a free pattern on Instagram from Fammy Crochets. So I made 2 yellow and black ones, and then I made 2 brown with a lighter yellow. And you're probably wondering why I'm making these again, because I just showed you that I made 4 of them. Well, 2 of them sold at my markets. Both of the yellow and brown ones sold, and then I actually ended up taking the other 2, the ones with the ones that looked exactly like these. I took those to the storefront that I am in, and they actually already sold. So I ended up making 4 more of these for my market, since I know that they sell really well. So I had to make 4 more of these. In my last video, I said that I was working on a cow from Stitches by Patty. This is Cornelia the Cow. This is the plush version. In my last video, I showed you the snuggler version, and I was working on this one and I finished it. And here she is. I did a pink version of it, and I added a little strawberry purse. Naughty Dreams on Instagram, she pattern tested as well, and she did a strawberry one with a little strawberry purse. So I was like, that is so cute. So I think I'm gonna do that as well. So I think that this will sell really well at my next market. I actually have never made a strawberry cow before, so I think this is super adorable, and I really love how it turned out. And this pattern is also no sew, by the way, so really easy to work up. I love her patterns, so I made 1 of those. Since my market will be in the heat of the summer, I thought it would be fun to do some ocean themed plushies. So this is the Chubby Crab pattern. This is from Crochet by Yanina. And in the pattern, she used this color story and I just loved it so much. I knew I wanted to use this shade here. I believe this is the shade Coral from Parfait Chunky. I knew I wanted to use this shade and I just could not come up with another shade that looked as good as this color. This is Dusty Mauve, I believe. I just really love how this turned out. So I thought it would be fun to have one of these at my market just to see how it sells. But I really, really like how this one turned out. I'm not sure if I'm going to make another one or not. For now, I'm just going to make one and work on other things. But yeah, I really, really love it. And it is a pretty good size. You know, it's not too big. This next pattern is from Madeline Mayco, and this is the Tad and Lily pattern. As soon as I saw her post this, I immediately bought it because I just thought that this was the cutest pattern. So I ended up making Tad, and he has a little vest and a little pouch. I love it. You can also make a mushroom bag, but I just thought the vibes of him, he just needed a little bag, and I love the little vest that you can make for him. I'm not sure if I want to make Lily or not for this market. I think I'm just going to make Tad. Lily does have a little flower hat, and then also I think it's like a tutu or like a little like flower petals around the waist here. But I just really love this one, so I think I'm just gonna make him and we will see how he sells. This next pattern I am so in love with. This is a free pattern on Instagram. It's from Danny Magpie. I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly, but like I said, it's a free pattern on Instagram, and this is actually a character. Normally, actually I've never made a character and sold it at a market, so I thought I would just do one just to see how it goes. But I recently watched My Neighbor Totoro. My best friend, she has seen the movie, and I told her I had never watched it before and I really wanted to watch it. So one night we sat down and watched it together, and I knew I wanted to make a Totoro for my next market. So here he is. How adorable is this pattern? It even has his little tail. I love it so much. I did not have felt, so I just used some acrylic yarn and embroidered it around the eyes, which I think still looks really nice. But how cute is this one? Oh, I love how chunky he is. I'm only gonna make the one just because I'm not sure how it will sell because I've never sold one before, and this market I'm doing is at a winery, so I'm not really sure how many people will be there that know who Todoro is. So for now I'm just making the one, but I really love how this one turned out. I think this is a really nice, easy, free pattern for Todoro if you don't want to buy a pattern and make a really big one. So I think this is a perfect size as well. I just really love him. This next pattern, as soon as I saw it on Instagram, I knew I was going to make it. This pattern is from AQ Crochets. This is the Silly Goose pattern. So this is a little goose, and you can make 3 different hats with it. I ended up making 2 of them, so I will show you here. Look at it. He has a little flower hat. And this, the only thing that you have to sew on is the beak, and then you also have to sew on the little feet, and then of course you can make the 3 hats for it. So this one I decided to make the flower hat. I thought purple would be good, you know, not pink or blue. I just thought purple would be a good in between, but I really like this pattern. It actually worked up really quickly. What I did was I ended up making 2 of them. So I made all 4 wings, all 4 feet, the 2 beaks, and then I made the body, and then I sewed on everything, and then I did the same thing on the other one, and then I ended up making the hats at the same time. So like I said, this one has the flower hat, and then the next one, probably my favorite, has a little frog hat. If you know anything about me, I love making frog patterns. I also love making any goose pattern. I love them so much. So to have a goose with a frog hat, I am obsessed with this. I also love that they can sit on their own, so that will be really nice to display at my market, that they can sit. And then the last hat is a traffic cone, which I think is hilarious, but for now I'm just going to have these 2 with the flower hat and the frog hat. But look at how cute these are together. I'm obsessed with these. I hope that these sell really well. I also really love the size of them. They weren't too hard to make either. Pretty easy. So those are the 2 geese that I made. That is everything that I can show you. However, I am working on 2 pattern tests. So I actually finished a pattern test yesterday. I just can't show it to you because it is not released yet, so you will see that in my next video. And then I also started on another pattern test, so like I said, I'm not done with that one yet, so you cannot see it. So again, you will see that in next video, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see those in my next video. But that was everything that I market prepped this week for my next market. Like I said, it wasn't too much. I think in total I made like 15 items, so really not that much compared to me making like 40 items. But you know, some of them are a good size, so, and some I had to remake because they sold at my previous markets. But yeah, that is everything for today's video. Let me know which item was your favorite, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Also, follow me on Instagram, sunnydays_crochet. I'm going to go crochet now because I have a lot to market prep, so I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone, have a good one.